Are you struggling to grow sales? Many sales professionals and entrepreneurs comes to me mentioning we are not hitting our sales targets. We have been trying everything right from buying databases to email marketing, LinkedIn marketing and even in-person visits, but we are not generating any business inquiries. We are not getting any fast track personal growth or business growth in sales. We are not even making any money out of it. When I ask them what is your lead generation plan, this is the answer that I get. Oh, we plan to hit 5 crores annually this year. We are targeting companies across the globe. We are trying phone marketing, email marketing, LinkedIn marketing, but we are not getting any responses out of it. And when I ask them how many sales per customers per month do you need to hit that 5 crore? Blank. How many qualified leads do you need daily to hit that 5 crore? No answer. So they have a target, but they don't have a plan. It is a classic example of incomplete target setting. Let me ask you one thing. If Usain Bolt doesn't know what is the previous world record time, how much speed he need to generate to hit that kind of a world record time, what should be his stamina to hit that kind of speed, and what should be his time to start, time to pick up the pace, and time to finish, will he ever be able to hit that world record and become a world champion? Never. Unless he knows his numbers, he will never know how to prepare himself daily to become the world champion. If you really need to meet your sales targets, then you need to strategize your targets down to daily activities. Only then you can meet it, increase it, as well as control it. Right now, how sales target setting is happening in sales is based on the previous month's performance. Either you or your manager sets a sales target for the coming months. Now, there is no clarity on how it needs to be met, but based on your own knowledge or as told by the company or the manager, you start making cold calls or start connecting with people on LinkedIn, either one of these, without having an idea of the precise numbers of daily activity that needs to be done to hit that target. And if you hit the target, well and good. If you don't really hit the target, then you really don't know what needs to be done next to make it happen. The surprising thing is you don't really control it. Do you know how much efforts would it take for you to double or triple your sales? Now you must be wondering, where is the gap? Well, let me tell you, the gap is in the two places. One is the mindset gap, second is the strategy gap. In the mindset gap, you're not actually taking charge of your sales and personal growth. As such, you're stuck in the same place doing the same thing over and over again without getting the results delivered or without making any money out of it. In the strategy gap, there is a huge gap between the target set and the daily activities done by you. Daily activities such as cold calling or LinkedIn marketing or email marketing or even the in-person visits, they are not aligned to the target set. As such, you are working a lot more harder and the result that are getting delivered, they are not matching up to the efforts involved. We need to get out of this vicious circle if we really have to grow in sales and make money out of it. Today I'm going to teach you the right way to set targets in sales and how to fill the gap between the target set and daily activities so that you never miss out on your meeting your sales targets. You never miss out on the big money as incentives the sale has to offer. And lastly, you should be able to plan your personal and business growth to take your company to heights. This is exactly how top sales leaders and business leaders use target settings to grow sales revenue and business. Alright, as part of target setting, let's first fix the mindset gap, then we will fix the strategy gap. Now, the first mindset gap to be fixed is sales is not a job, it is a business. You're not a salesman, you're a businessman. Surprised? Let me ask you this. What is your primary responsibility in the company? To grow the sales revenue. What is the primary responsibility of your CEO? To grow the sales revenue. So where is the difference? There is actually no difference between the two responsibilities. As such, it is your responsibility to plan, strategize and grow your region. You cannot be dependent on other people to set your sales targets or to plan your daily activities. It is your responsibility, just like your boss. So if you really want to make loads of money and have huge massive growth in sales, start planning, strategizing and growing your sales regions. It is your responsibility, so start thinking like a CEO. The second mindset gap that needs to be fixed is you are not into sales for salary. You are into sales for incentives. See, what does company wants from you? Company wants salespeople who can substantially grow their sales revenue or the region or the number of customers, right? As such, that's why that is the primary reason they give loads of incentives, rewards, holidays, gifts, and all kind of rewards to the people who meet their targets or who exceeds their target. So that is the mindset to be fixed. You are in sales for incentives. So start planning, strategizing your sales targets around incentives. Start thinking like how many incentives you need to make this month, this quarter, or this year. Accordingly, set your sales targets. Accordingly, set your daily tasks. And I assure you that you would be growing in leaps and bounds in sales. Alright, so based on the two mindset changes, let's take a look at the second gap, the strategy gap that stops you from hitting your sales targets. Strategy gap says that your target set should be broken down into daily activities if you would like to achieve it and grow it. Otherwise, it just becomes a luck story. Some months will be good, some months will be bad. So to help you break down your target set into daily activities, the model I use is called ATSPD. It's abbreviations for aim, target, strategy, plan, and daily tasks. The model has 5 steps that will be used for right target settings, and it can be used anywhere, such as to drive lead generation, to drive maximum sales conversions. In fact, you can even use it for your meeting your personal targets, such as making more money or buying expensive items or growing in the organization. For the example sake or for the understanding sake, I'll be using an example related to lead generation to explain you the 5 models involved in the ATSPD target setting model. The lead generation example I'm picking up because that is the biggest challenge that sales professionals and entrepreneurs typically face. So the first step in the ATSPD model is A for aim. Aim is nothing but a desire in life that you wish to have. It can be having a bungalow on the beach can be your aim, or it can be having an expensive car can be your aim, or growing to the next position in the company can be your aim, or to becoming the top sales generator in the company can be your aim. Now this is the example that we would be picking up to explain the next 4 steps in the model to become the top sales generator in the company. So aim is nothing but a desire that you wish to have in life. Everybody has some or the other kind of aim in life. If you don't have one, then listen to your heart and see what is the next best thing it wants in life, and that will become your aim. So the second step in the ATSPD model is target. Target is nothing but attaching a timeline to your aim to make it a target. For example, if your target is, or let's say if your aim is to become the top sales generator in the company, then the target can be if you can hit 2 crore sales in 1 year, you automatically become the top sales generator in the company. So that becomes your target, to earn or to create or to generate 2 crore sales in 1 year to become the top sales generator in the company. Now this is the step that puts you in control of your sales and your personal growth in the company. Now you would be setting your own targets, you would be planning and strategizing it. Okay, so let's take a look at the next step in the ATSPD model, strategy. S for strategy. Strategy is how you are going to hit the target of 2 crore sales revenue in 1 year. Now strategy is nothing but the options, the path you will take to hit that target. To give you an idea, one strategy can be to go after the corporate accounts. Now let us assume that each corporate account in your business can give you an average sales revenue of 5 lakhs. Then all you need to do is hit 40 such accounts in a year and you meet your sales target of 2 crore sales revenue in 1 year. Okay. Now the second strategy can be to go after small or medium accounts. Now small and medium accounts, they may not give you a whopping sales revenue of 5 lakhs per account. They may only give you let's say for an example sake we take 50,000 per account you might get, and then you need around 400 such accounts. So that can be one strategy. Other strategy can be which product or service you're going to choose to target them. If you have multiple products or services to offer, probably you can choose, you might have to choose one product or service with which you can use it as a hook to get a foot in the door in small medium account or corporate accounts. That can be one strategy. One strategy can be which country you're going to focus on. Probably your company might be focusing on one country right now, but you can focus on another country which has a probability of giving you more sales. So that can be one strategy. So you see, based on your own skill set, based on the sales cycle, like corporate account has a longer sales cycle, but smaller medium accounts has a smaller sales cycle before it can be converted into sales. So based on skill sets, based on sales cycle, based on other parameters, tools and resources that you have access to, you might have to choose one of these options, which accounts or which type of accounts, which country, which region, which portfolio you're going to go after to meet your target of sales revenue target of 2 crore per year. Now this is the step that puts you in charge of being a CEO of your own region, where you are strategizing and trying to grow that region. Now company, if you are an entrepreneur, this is how you start thinking about growing your company. And if you're a sales professional, company will respect you for how you are trying as a CEO to grow that company. Now let's take a look at the third, or rather the fourth step, the plan part of it, because this is the most important part, where you break down the strategy into the plan. So next step in the ATS PD model is P, plan of action. Plan is nothing but breaking down your strategy, your target, into the daily number of contacts you're going to make to achieve that target. For example, let us say your aim is to become the top sales generator in the company, and for that you have set a target of cracking 40 corporate accounts in a year, and each such account will give you a sales revenue of 5 lakhs. So 40 accounts into 5 lakhs, that's going to be 2 crore annual sales revenue. Now to get those 40 accounts, you need to create a plan for it. How many number of qualified leads would you need? Qualified leads is nothing but the leads that have reached reached the negotiation stage, where they have had the first contact, they have had the meeting or the presentation done, and now they are about to, or they have already started the negotiations. These are called as qualified leads. So how many qualified leads do you need that will convert into a perfect sale for you? So if you need let's say 40, then how many qualified leads do you need so you can get 40 sales out of it? And after the qualified leads, how many first contact you need? How many first contact that will convert into qualified leads, and how many qualified leads that will convert it into a perfect sales for you? This process is called as the reverse engineering, where you're setting a target first and then you're breaking it down into a daily tasks. Alright, so the question is, how many qualified leads do you need to hit that 40 accounts, and how many first contacts do you need to hit that 40 accounts, and how many cold leads you need to hit that 40 account. So I have put together a number here, a calculation. For an example's sake, let us say your target is 2 crore in a year, for which you need 40 accounts, and each account should pay you on an average 5 lakhs per account, so that you can hit the revenue of 2 crore. Now first rule of planning is it has to break down into daily numbers. Yeah, that's why we'll try to break it down into daily numbers to get the number of qualified leads we need daily and the number of first contact we need daily to hit this number of 40 corporate accounts. So first we'll break down this is the annual number, so we are breaking it down into monthly numbers. So we need monthly 4 corporate accounts to hit our target of 2 crore revenue. Yeah. Now how many qualified leads do we need? The leads that will enter into negotiation stage, from where we can get a sale. Now for the example's sake, let's say we take a conversion 4:1. So every 4 qualified leads that you get, one will convert it into sales for you. So you can say, how many qualified leads do you need? It's 16 per month, 4 into 4, right? 1:4 is the conversion ratio we have taken. So every 4 leads qualified leads that you handle, one gets converted into sales. So how many qualified leads do you need to hit your 4 account monthly target? That's 16 per month. Now that's qualified leads that you need. But how many first contact do you need to make with the client so that it gets converted into qualified lead? Now let us say, for example's sake, your conversion is of every 10 accounts that you make a first contact or you have a first conversation with the customer, only one gets converted into qualified account. So with that conversion rate, how many first contact leads do we need? It's 160 per month. All right. Right. Now let us say that is first contact. So where you have a first conversation. So to hit our target, we need 1600 cold leads per month, out of which 160 leads will enter into a first contact stage where you have established a first contact with the customer, and out of that 160, only 16 will lead into the qualified leads where you are going to have a negotiations where first contact is completed and demo presentation or first meeting is completed, and now you are about to submit a proposal. Those are called as qualified leads, and out of 160 you will only get 16 leads per month. Yeah, and those 16 leads will lead into 4 successful accounts, and as such, with this calculation you will continue to have 4 accounts every month, and at the end of the year you will have about 40 accounts. Yeah, give and take 40 accounts you will have that will help you reach the target of 2 crore. All right. Now what is most interesting here is the first rule of plan is it has to be broken down into daily activity. Yeah, daily numbers. So 1600 cold leads per month, it's a monthly target. So we need to break it down into daily. So let us say you will be working for 20 days a month, just for the example's sake. So we just divided it by 20 and we get 80 cold leads you need to have, and from that you will be making first contact, you'll be turning few leads into qualified leads and then into sales. So this is called reverse engineering, and this helps you break down into your big targets into daily numbers to which you go after, you try to achieve, you have a complete control over it, and you can always meet it. To give you an example, let us say you need 80 cold leads every day so that you can have a first successful contact out of it. Now let us say 1 or 2 days you missed it, right? You missed it. So but you still know you only left with 18 working days. Now in 18 working days you have to somehow hit this number of monthly 1600 leads. So you might be able to you will have to divide that remaining 160 that you missed for 2 days. You might have to distribute it over the period of next 18 days to hit your target. Yeah. So this is very important step, and if you don't reverse engineer and break it down into how many cold leads you need and how many first contacts you will have out of it, how many qualified leads you will have out of it, and how many sales you will have out of it, you will never have a control over it. Now let's take the last step in the ATS-PD model, the daily tasks, because these cold leads has to be converted into daily tasks that you're going to do, how you're going to get those 80 cold leads, and from where you're going to get that 80 cold leads, that is defined by the daily task. So let's take a look at the daily tasks. Alright, so the last step in the ATS-PD model is the daily tasks. So basically the target that you have set yourself daily, how are you going to achieve it? You need 80 leads, cold leads, 80 contacts you need to make so that you can convert them into first contact and qualified leads, and eventually per month you can get that 4 corporate accounts that can help you meet your annual target. So what should you do? How are you going to get it? This is again a strategic decision that you need to make. Would you be cold calling those 80 people every day, or would you be doing LinkedIn, or would you choose email and buy a database and do it? Or would you prefer in-person meetings, or would you scan daily press releases? There are so many channels are available today to reach these kind of people. So you need to make a choice. How are you going to reach and try to get those 80 people daily so that you can they can help you meet the target? Now let us say, for example's sake, you have decided to do cold calling. Okay, so every day you will cold call. And now you can ask your company, and you can ask for any logistics to them. You can ask them to buy you a database by showing this plan, that this is how you plan to meet your targets and deliver 2 crore revenue, sales revenue in a year, and you would need a database for it. Or even you can ask all the sales process things also, like you would need a website, you would need a demo, and all that stuff that is required to help you meet the targets, right? A database is needed for now, so you can request for a database for cold calling, and you can start cold calling and start calling 80 people every day, so that you can get those 4 corporate accounts in the end. That will help you meet your sales revenue. Now the beauty with this model is you exactly know how many people you need to contact daily to get your sales converted, and you control it. So if you think that 80 contacts that you're making every day is not resulting into, you're not leading into meeting those revenue targets that you have, you can adjust it, you can try increasing it. For example, let's say you can hit 100 calls a day. And if you think that's not working out, it's not going to be helpful, you can even change the channel and go on LinkedIn and try to make those 80 contacts over there. So it puts you in full control of having a complete vision and control whether you are going to meet your target and how you are going to meet your target. And if you are seeing yourself not meeting target with one channel, you can change the channel. If you see that it's not helping you meet, one strategy is not helping you meet the target, you can change the strategy. Like you can go from corporate accounts, you can go down to let's say small or medium size accounts. So you can change the strategy, you can change the channel, you can change the technique, but you will be in full complete control, and you will be able to meet your target and hit it like every time. And you can also increase it. Now you know that 80 contacts will deliver 2 crore revenue. Let's say you want to go to 4 crore revenue, then you might have to have those 160 accounts. Contacts to be made, 160 contacts to be made. Then you might have to cold calling might not work. You might have to go up to email, where you get a database of more people and you start email campaigning to them. So that puts you in a complete control down to the target of T, and help you meet these targets. And there is no way you will ever lose sight of your target there. And even if it is not working, you will know what exactly is not working in your plan, how to fix it, what are those loose nuts and bolts that you can tighten up and meet your target. That is the beauty of it. And this framework, though it might look simple, but it is very powerful, and all top sales leaders, business leaders, political leaders, sports person, they are using this model to achieve their targets, whether it is monthly targets, whether it is quarterly targets, whether it is annual targets, whether it is 5-yearly targets. So it doesn't matter. This framework will help you meet all kind of targets. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it.